It was about 4 p.m, an hour before my working day had finished. And when my phone lit up, I groaned, thinking it was a late email, something I had to action. When I turned my phone over, my stomach dropped. It was Daniel. I hadn't heard from him in weeks. No missed calls, no texts, no digital footprint at all. And trust me, I checked. It was like he had just been swallowed by the earth, just erased from existence. Until now. Just a single message that read, "Be careful. Eleanor is not who she says she is." What am I supposed to do with that? I just stared at the message for a minute. I didn't even answer. I didn't breathe. My first instinct was, this is it. This is your next move. This is pathetic. But there's something niggling at the back of my mind. It's not quite what he said. It's more the way he said it. See, Daniel is charming, poetic and slick. His words are smooth, even in a message. But this wasn't. There was something raw about this, like it had been typed quickly, typed in a panic. No punctuation, no sweet talking, just be careful. Eleanor isn't who she says she is. I'll be honest with you, when I left work, I met with some friends and we ended up going out for the night. So I didn't really give it too much thought after that. I mean, he's obviously trying to mess with me. Why would I give it too much thought? But the next morning when I turned up to work, Eleanor was already there, of course. Her usual pristine self. Hair sharp, blazer sharper. She was in a meeting with the partners, but as I walked by her office, she locked eyes with me for just a second too long. That look, it wasn't our usual shared moment of solidarity. There was something else behind it, something different. Later that day, I went to grab lunch from a cafe around the corner, and I take a shortcut back through an alleyway. I've done it 100 times, but this time, I wasn't alone, because he was there. Daniel. He looked bad, unshaven, thinner. He looked tired, like he hadn't slept in weeks. I froze. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to run or scream, and I think he felt that because he just stood back and put his hands up, as if to say, I'm not going to harm you. I'm not here to do anything bad. And I just stood there and looked at him. I had to talk to you, he said. I can't text you anymore because she sees everything. I didn't know what he was talking about at this moment, but I didn't want to know. So I just stepped back and I said, you don't get to talk to me anymore. And he said, I know I don't, but you don't understand. Eleanor is not who you think she is. I didn't cheat because I'm an asshole. I mean, I am an asshole and I know that I shouldn't have cheated, but it wasn't just a selfish act. That was me trying to get out. She watches everything. You need to understand. Every text, every phone call, she knows about it. She let me date you. She wanted me to date you until you got too close. I just blinked at him and repeated, she wanted you to date me. He just nodded. She finds the girls. She finds the girls who remind her of her when she was younger. You were her latest experiment, but I screwed up. Because I really fell for you, and that wasn't supposed to happen. I stared at him like he'd grown 2 heads. You are seriously suggesting that Eleanor set us up. Eleanor wanted you to date me, wanted you to cheat on her with me. She's not just your boss, he said quietly. She's a collector. She breaks people and then builds them back up again. Or sometimes she just burns them down completely. Look around. How many people in your office completely depend on Eleanor? My blood ran cold, because as those words left his mouth, I realised that every decision I've been making recently has been based on what would Eleanor do. And as I was lost in this thought, he reached into his pocket and pulled out a flash drive. He said, take this. If you're smart, you'll run. I took it and left. I walked back to the office, heart racing and mind spinning. And when I looked at Eleanor's office door, it was already open. She was just watching me with a hint of a smile on her face, one I didn't recognise, one that felt like a warning.